I'm Matt Bouchard with REIT.com here in San Francisco for REITWorld 2013. Joining me for this CEO Spotlight is Craig Macnab, the Chairman and CEO of National Retail Properties. Craig, thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Now, the net lease space has been in the headlines quite a bit this year, and not the least of which is because of all the M&A that we've seen. What do you think is driving interest in the sector right now?
We are really pleased that there has been a lot of recognition. And with respect, if you take a look at the multi-year returns of National Retail Properties, which I think are reflective of the net lease sector, our returns, whether you take 3-year, 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, or even 20, are in the 12 to 14% per annum range. So I think the net lease business is really a good business. And it's consistent, predictable, and it just grows, certainly in our case, without a lot of big transactional activity. Obviously, we took a look at all of these deals, and we don't think we build shareholder value by just doing deals. And some of these deals were done at very elevated prices. I guess it validates the sector. That's probably the only way to look at it.
Now, in the third quarter alone, National Retail Properties, you did acquire 35 properties. You also sold 22 assets. Do you expect that level of portfolio repositioning to continue? And what are some of the common attributes as you look at the properties you're looking to buy versus the ones you're looking to sell off?
At the end of the day, we are constantly trying to improve our portfolio. Capital recycling is sort of trendy today, but 2005, 6, 7, we sold over $1 billion of net lease properties, selling them one at a time internally with our own team at really low cap rates. I think not only were we getting capital that we can redeploy in higher yielding acquisitions, but we were also upgrading the quality of the portfolio. And I think that's exactly what we did this quarter. We sold a couple of properties that we think fit better in other hands than ours. And, we're doing this constantly. At the margin, just working a little bit on some of the weaker properties while trying to acquire stronger properties that are going to provide us a nice return over a long period of time.
And finally, as you look ahead to 2014, what do you see as the biggest challenge and the biggest opportunity facing your company?
Well, this would sound like an advertisement for NAREIT, but I think the biggest opportunity for all of us here is to continue doing more of the same. REITs provide very consistent total returns, and I am really optimistic that over the next 5 years, all of us are going to provide that type of return to investors. In terms of the challenges, the environment is not getting any easier. There's a lot of demand for real estate. Cap rates are very low, but all of us are professionals, work hard at it every day, have great people on our teams, and I think you're going to see REITs continue to outperform.
Craig, thank you so much for joining us today.
Matt, thanks very much for having us, and thank you, NAREIT.
For more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.